Hello. In the previous session of Digital Signal Processing online lecture series, we have seen the properties of discrete Fourier transform from the unit discrete Fourier transform, its applications and properties. Now in this session, we are going to see the next topic, which is circular convolution. In this session, we are going to see the examples, different methods for circular convolution. So let's start. So first of all, let us see what is circular convolution, what is its definition. So circular convolution is mathematically given as y of m, that is equals to summation of n equals to 0 to n minus 1 x1 of n into x2 of m minus n for n point DFT. So here, as you can see, there are two brackets which indicates that there is the circular convolution. So we need to remember this formula to find the circular convolution for any of the method. Here m will vary from 0 to n minus 1. Here capital N is the number of points in the DFT or else number of points for the circular convolution. So if you are asked to find 4-point DFT or 4-point circular convolution, we will take n equals to 4. Now there are basically three methods for finding the circular convolution. First method is graphical method. Second method is matrix method. And the third method is DFT and IDFT method. In this section, we are going to see the first one, graphical method. Now, if in exam any method is not mentioned, you can use matrix method because it will be more easier for you as compared to other three methods. You will identify that after we will see the examples of all of these three methods. So, as of now, let's start with the first method, graphical method. So, as the name suggests, in the graphical method, we need to plot the graphs, circular graphs for each and every points to find the sequence or convolution output sequence. So, let's consider one example. In this example, the data given to you is given the two sequences of length 4 are x of n that is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 and h of n that is equals to 2, 1, 1, 2. We need to find the circular convolution. So let's see how we can solve this. So let's start with the solution. So here the length of the sequence is 4. That means we will take capital N that is equals to 4. Now we will use the formula of circular convolution, which is given as y of n that is equals to summation of n equals to 0 to n minus 1 x of n into h of m minus n, right? So this is the formula of convolution of circular convolution, right? Now here capital N equals to 4. So we will take summation n equals to 0 to n minus 1, that means 4 minus 1, that is equals to 3 x of n into h of m minus n for 4 point. Now we will vary this n equals to 0 to 3 and according to that we will plot the graphs. Same way we will take m that is equals to 0 to n minus 1, that means m equals to 0 to 3. So at first we will take m equals to 0, using which we will get y of 0. Same way we will take m equals to 0, 1, 2 and 3 to get y of 0 to y of 3. That means 4-point circular convolution output. So let's start by taking the first one, m equals to 0, right? So first of all we will take m equals to 0. So if we take m equals to 0, we will get y of 0 that is equals to summation of n equals to 0 to 3 x of n into h of m minus n for 4 point. Here we have taken m equals to 0, so we will get h of minus n4. Right? That means this indicates that we need to find the convolution for x of n and h of minus n. So first of all, let us plot the circular convolution method using the circles, for which we need to indicate x of n and h of minus n. So we need to consider a circle where 4 points are to be indicated. First of all, we will plot x of n and h of n. Remember that x of n and h of n are to be plotted in the anti-clockwise direction. So here x of n and h of n are given as, this is the x of n and h of n, which is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 2, 1, 1, 2, right? So let's place that. Here it is 0, 1, 2, 3 and the next one is 2, 1, 1, 2. That means this is x of n and this is h of n, which is first placed in anti-clockwise direction according to the values given to us. Here, as you can see, first value of x of n is 0, then next value is 1, then 2 and 3. This is our starting point. Okay? Same way, this is our starting point for h of n, where the first value is 2, then the next is 1, 1 and 2. Now, solution, we need to place the outer circle as h of n and the inner circle as x of n. So, we'll take inner circle x of n and outer circle h of n. So, here we'll place x of n, whose values are 0, 1, 2 and 3. And now we need to place h of minus n in this outer circle. So if h of n goes anti-clockwise, h of minus n will go clockwise. So we can write the values like this. That means 2, 1, 1 and 2. That means respective values on the points of the circle. Now to find the y of 0, we need to multiply the respective elements of x of n and h of minus n. That means here at 0 point x of n value is 0 and here it is 2. So we will multiply 0 into 2 plus next value, that means this value is 1 and over here it is 2. So we will multiply this 1 and 2 plus here the values are 1 and 2. So same way we will multiply the respective points on this circle. Here we will get 3 into 1. So the answer of y of 0, that is equals to 2 plus 2 plus 3, that is equals to 7. Okay. Same way we will find the value for m equals to 1, that is equals to y of 1. So the next value is m equals to 1. So if we take m equals to 1, we will get y of 1, that is equals to summation of n equals to 0 to 3 x of n into h of m minus n, where m is 1, so that will be equals to 1 minus n for 4 point. So we can call it as minus n plus 1 as well. So as we have plotted above minus n, if we add these terms plus 1, then we will get the minus n plus 1. So same way, we plot the circles where outer circle will have h of minus n plus 1 and inner circle will have x of n. So x of n will remain same with the values 0, 1, 2, 3 and for the outer circle the values are h of, this indicates h of 1 minus n. So here the values will be shifted plus 1 on this side. So we will get 2, 1, 1 and 2. Okay, so this way we are placing these sequences like this. Now to find the values, we will multiply the respective values as we have done for the first one case. So here we will multiply 0 into 2 plus next we multiply these respective points 1 into 2. Then the next will be 1 into 2, that means this instant. Then the next is 3 into 1. So the y of 1 value will be 2 plus 2 plus 3, that is equals to again 7. Now let's take the next value, that is m equals to 1. So for m equals to 1 we will get y of 1, that is equals to summation of n equals to 0 to 3 x of n into h of m, that is 1 minus n for 4 point. This indicates that it is minus n plus 1. So for the previous case where we have find out the values for minus n, we will add that and we will get 1 minus n instead. So for similarly we will plot the circle for h of 1 minus n and inside we will place x of n. Right? So this indicates the x of n circle which will be placed as anti-clockwise, whose values are 0, 1, 2 and 3. Same way 4 points will place for the h of 1 minus n. Now in the h of minus n we have seen that instance where 2, 1, 1, 2. Same way now we are adding the plus 1 part, that means we are advancing that sequence. So now it will start from this, that will give 2, 1, 1 and 2. So this is the sequence given to us. Alright. Now let us multiply the respective elements to get y of 1. So we will get 0 into 1. That means first instant 0 into 1. Then the next instant will be 2 into 1. Then next is 2 into 2. And the next one is 3 into 1. So if we find the answer for this, we will get y of 1, that is equals to 2 plus 4 plus 3, that is equals to 9. So the value of y of 1 is 9. Same way we will find for the next value, that is m equals to 2. So next m equals to 2. So for m equals to 2 we will get y of 2, that is equals to summation of n equals to 0 to 3 x of n into h of m, that is 2 minus n for 4 point. So for the instance we have done the circular convolution for 1 minus n. If we will advance by 1 point, then we will get 2 minus n. And same way inside the circle there will be x of n. For 4 point its values will be same anti-clockwise 0, 1, 2 and 3. And for 4 point h of 2 minus n. That means this will indicate h of 2 minus n, which will have the values now starting from this instant. So it will become 2, 1, 1 and 2. Now let's multiply the respective elements to get y of 2. That will be equals to 1 into 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 3 into 2 plus 0 into 1. So this will give the value 1 plus 4 plus 6 plus 0. That will be equals to 11. So this is the answer for y of 2. So same way let's do for m equals to 3 here only, so we can identify the difference for 2 minus n and 3 minus n. So for that if we take m equals to 3, we will get y of 3, that is equals to summation of n equals to 0 to 3 x of n into h of 3 minus n for 4 point. So if we compare this diagram, we will have to shift it by 1 point to get h of 3 minus n, and inside this circle we will always have x of n, which will have the values 0, 1, 2 and 3. So now the next is value is 2, 1, 1 and 2. Right, same way we will find the value for y of 3. So y of 3 values will be respective elements multiplication. So here it will be 0 into 2 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 2 into 3. That will give the value 1 plus 2 plus 6. So this y of 3 value will become 9. Okay. So these are the values we have found out for circular convolution. So if we write the final answer, then we will get y of m, that means the answer of circular convolution, starting from point 0 to 3. The first value was 7, then the next value was 9, then the next value is 11, and then the next value is 9. So this is the answer for the sequence y of n, and if you want to indicate the arrow, that will be at this position, because here the value was y of 0, that is 7. So this is how you can find the circular convolution using graphical method for each and every instant by placing the instance on the circle by indicating the points on the circle, and then shifting according to the instance on right hand side part, on the left hand side part. So now let's see one more example so that circular convolution becomes more clear now using the graphical method. So here the data given is using graphical method obtain 5-point circular convolution of two discrete time signals which is given as x of n, that is equals to 1.5 raised to n for the instant 0 to 2 and y of n equals to 2n minus 3 for the instant 0 to 3. So for this, let us see, first of all we need to find x of n and y of n sequences, and then we need to use the formula for placing the values on the circle. So the x of n equals to, first one we will take n equals to 0. So 1.5 raised to 0 will give 1. Then the next is 1.5 raised to 1, that will give 1.5. Then 1.5 raised to 2, that will give 2.25. Same way we will find the value for y of n for the instances 0 to 3. So for the instant 0, that means 2 into 0 minus 3 will get the first value minus 3. Then we will take n equals to 1, that means 2 minus 3 will give minus 1. Then we will take n equals to 2, so 2 into 2, that means 4, 4 minus 3, 1. And the last value we will take n equals to 3, so that will give 2 into 3, 6. 6 minus 3, that means 3. So these are the values for x of n and y of n, and we need to obtain 5-point DFT. So what we will do, we will place the circle and we will place the values anti-clockwise for the 5 points like this. And same way we are going to use the formula which we have done for the previous one, and we will shift it accordingly on the circle point. So for x of n, as there are 3 points, we will take another point as 0. And as here there are 4 points only, we will take the fourth term as 0. So this is how you can find the 5-point DFT using graphical method for this circular convolution. So I hope that graphical method for circular convolution is clear to you now. These are the references. Thank you. Thank you for listening.